Hey guys, this is Tom Hanks. Welcome to the 2008 Offroad Truck Community Challenge. I'm currently still, I have automation running, but I literally just got back to my computer and now I'm starting to export these trucks to BeamNG. So we will switch over to automation in a second. Now, there is one thing I also wanted to say real quick, and that is regarding one of the entries. If we go back here, one of the cars couldn't get imported because this car is too old to import. So I've never seen that message before, but it probably means that the game that the user is playing on, the game version that the user is playing on, is simply not updated. Also, I forgot to change the stream title. Hey, Lowlife Max Camper, how's it going? Hello. Hey, Martis72, how's it going? Anyway, if this is your car, please make sure you're playing on the latest version of automation before you create the car for the community challenge. And unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. I have to get rid of it. Anyway, just exporting the cars to BeamNG, and later we will get on with the community challenge and see how these things drive on the off-road course and who's fastest. Now, I will take the best 5 cars because if we discount this one, actually I'm gonna take the top 3 cars only. But yes, it is too late now to submit your car. The deadline is now over, because the deadline was 7 p.m. My local time, and it's 7:02 now, and the stream has already started. So unfortunately, I can't wait. By the way, that's unfortunately another disqualification, because the year was 2008. This is 2009. Okay, so we got 9 valid entries then. No problem. It happens, man. It happens. Anyway, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to drive these cars on the Dirt Stage 2 on Jungle Rock Island in BeamNG. And then I'm gonna take the top 3 cars and see how they drive just normally without racing against the clock, and then I'm gonna declare a winner. So that was the X-Toron, I think. Yep, that was that one. So how is everyone doing here? While we got time and while we're watching this doing its thing, exporting the files. Great, very good. That's awesome to hear. How has your day been? Anything? Have you had anything special to do on this Saturday, or are you just glad that it's weekend and you can just relax and do nothing for once? It's hot for the first time of the year. It's very warm here as well in Austria. Yeah, it's today. Also, hey, MixZ233, how's it going? Well, well, the deadline was 1st of June, and last time I checked, that's today. Could be wrong. I mean, the calendar on my Windows 10 desktop PC could be wrong. It's funny how you know, since I'm I'm sorry. I mean, the submissions are closed now. I'm basically already done exporting everything over to Beam. You know, people who are watching don't want to wait. So it's fun. What I was getting at is no, I'm not gonna score the design of the cars. It doesn't. This is not the sort of challenge where the design plays a big role. But what I was getting at is I'm working from home, right? Like my day-to-day job is a sort of home office job, and you know, it's with how little I get out, because I work until like 6 p.m. or whatever, and after that it's either too cold or too dark to go outside. I guess in the summer it isn't, but until now it's almost always been, and with how much I rely on my computer and sitting in front of it and everything, I basically tell the time, you know, from my computer. I tell the date and what day it is and whatever. All of that said, all of that is in the bottom right corner of my desktop the whole time. What if it's wrong? You know, it's the sort of thing where, you know, you take it for granted that modern technology is, you know, accurate, and for the most part it is, but it does get to the point where, okay, I don't have any other source telling me otherwise, you know. So who knows if it's actually what it says. Anyway, I think that was all the cars. I will be putting up the BRB screen for just a moment while I'm switching over to Beam, and we will be firing up these cars on the Dirt Stage 2 on Jungle Rock Island. Grabbing my controller real quick. Alright, so first up, just to warm up, I'm gonna do this in my own car that I designed, and by the way, I hope you've actually tested your cars on this track, because it's pretty tough. Like, it's difficult to manage a car on this course, because the grip levels are so low, and ideally you'd want a locking diff, and you want it locked for better traction off the line. But at the same time, the locking diff can also, you know, come with severe disadvantages through some of the corners. And, you know, of course, the grip levels are low, the road is bumpy, you know, all that. So I've gone for a 4.2 liter turbo straight 6 with 340 horsepower in this. Are you going to adjust the tire pressure? No. You know, when I was testing this vehicle on this track during its development, I thought like never before has a 340 horsepower truck felt so quick. It's because it isn't that quick, like as far as sheer numbers go, but with how narrow and low traction this track is, you know, if you had 500 or 600 horsepower, it would just be completely unmanageable. Oh, yeah, that was bad. Because we're doing 4x4 and most likely locking diffs. Okay. 158. So I've done a couple of test runs here. This was actually with the exact same setup. I just drove worse this time. So that's how that time difference came to be. By the way, I don't know if I can do this from here, but whoa, someone outside on the road just did a big burnout or something. I don't know. Anyway, what I was gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later. The Boulder T2, the Car Victory Edition. This is let's see. That one was by a Donut Snail. Donut Snail has done fairly well in previous challenges, so I think I'm looking forward to this one. But yeah, I know that a lot of people, including myself, usually have the mindset that you know, I have a cost limit, but I have a material cost limit for the engine. Let's use that and get as much power as possible from it. And for one, this is actually not. Oh, it's a manual. I'm sorry. Can I please do this over again? No automation preview this time. Why no automation preview? Because, whoa, this feels pretty damn quick. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I have to focus for it. Okay, never mind. Why no automation preview? Because I don't feel like it matters that much, honestly. Like the only thing I'm concerned about here is how it performs. And automation only gives us numbers and no, not, you know, whoa, and not any direct feedback. Or holy fuck, this is very slippery. And this is exactly the sort of power, this is exactly the sort of challenge that a very powerful engine brings up. Especially on loose ground. I don't even know how much horsepower this makes. but it makes more than my car, I'll tell you that much. This is constantly slipping and sliding on this sort of gravel. This is like driving on ice. This corner tightens massively later. This one. Oh, come on. I thought I was gonna clear that. But it's nice to see what others have done and how stuff looks. Yeah, I mean, true, but you can get a sort of a glimpse of what the car looks like here as well. And dude, this thing is so slippery. Okay, there goes that. Whatever that was. Anyway, this is this feels a lot quicker, but than my car, but the time would suggest it isn't actually that much quicker, because that was like a 153 and my best in my own car was a 154. Oh. They should make the automation off-road tires actually do something in Beam, because I get a feeling like these off-road tires are actually not all that grippy off-road here in Beam. Neither on my own car nor in this one. 152.1. My God, I got 8 more to go. So, is this the one from 2009? One of them was a 2009. Oh, let me see real quick. We had one car that's 2009, right? Can anyone check the... If I think it was this one, the one that we're about to drive, the Challenger Spearhead. I think that was the 2009 one. Or was it this one? Can anyone double check the earlier part of the stream? Would be very, very helpful. Anyway, I'll continue with one that I know isn't from 2009. Let's go with this, the Exotron X package. Can't check. Tell you what, somebody hit the comment. Yeah, it doesn't say the name in the. It doesn't say the year in the name either. So I can't check on Discord. So a V10 here, huh? This is not as powerful as the last truck. Much softer too. So this is much easier to drive. But it does feel a little bit slower. Come on. That corner is so tight, man. $155.2. The stream quality does not look all that good for me and myself either when looking on Twitch. I'm not entirely sure why that is. OBS struggles to render fast-moving object. I mean, what I could do is, let me see, streaming. Yeah, I'd have to stop the stream for a second, but I could set the quality preset to a higher level. Unfortunately, that doesn't work if I'm already streaming. Yes, please. Okay. I'll be right back in a second. So, 155.2, very good, very respectable time. We have the hybrid Tronny. Now we can actually check the last part of the stream and see which of the cars was the 2009 model year. Hey, driver 2900, how's it going? Is the quality better now? For me, it is when checking Twitch. So we have another V10 here, I think. Very low revs. Doesn't feel all that powerful, I have to admit. Ah, and yeah, no, I crashed it anyway. This feels pretty easy to handle, though. Feels more agile than the others, probably because of the lower... because of the way that the body is shaped. It's effectively a sedan with a chopped off rear. And then raised for better ground clearance. Oh, come on. What was that? What did I hit there? Oh, I hit the barrier in the drift and then... yeah. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Where are the brakes gone now? Look at the brake temperatures, they're all so low. So they can't be overheated. And there we go. Gonna finish this now. Close. But I hope it at least comes across that I'm really trying to get the best possible time here. $155.7. Okay, pretty close to the previous car, the Exotron. This is just a difficult course, I may re-emphasize, because, well, low grip levels and of course lock diffs and trucks that are, you know, naturally not really optimized for driving dynamics. So all of that makes it pretty difficult to reliably finish with a competent time. But I'm trying my best. Short gearing on the straight 6. I like that. Feels quick. Don't know what was there that fell off, but this feels pretty controllable actually. The engine feels torquey. Actually, that's obviously a direct result of the fact that it has such short gearing. It always feels powerful, and that's a good thing, because when you want power, you know, you need to be able to rely on it. Lessons for life. This feels quick here. I don't know what the time is gonna say, but what? This is actually the slowest so far. I mean, I feel like I've been pretty close to the limit with this, just like with the other cars. So seems this one was just a little bit slower, the Condor Colorado. But anyway, next up is the Logoris 2 Truck 1. Oh, come on. Very short gearing on this V12. Oh my... Okay, this feels hard to handle. feel like I sort of got the hang of it now. And watch me crash next corner after having said that. Whoa, it was very bumpy there. Oh no. Not quite next corner after I said it, but... Also, how many speeds does this have? 0 to 100 takes 5 gears. Under a minute until that checkpoint. I think that's the quickest so far. So don't get me wrong, it is quick. Oh my god. I don't know. Did I... For maximum... Is this an automation mod? No, it's BeamNG. Okay. Also, I don't know what exactly happened there. I guess I may have just hit the brakes too late, or the brakes may have just faded. I don't know. It didn't. Holy. Okay, now this is getting out of hand. Come on now, we can do this. Come on, what happened to the brakes there? I was braking so early anyway. I was braking even earlier than with the other trucks, and still it didn't brake in time. See, here it's fine, but apparently these brakes are not very well cooled, so I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna keep a close eye on the brake temperatures, as they may actually have overheated there. I can't drive anymore. BeamNG tires happened. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But how was this doing so well until then, and then all of a sudden, like, nope. If I had actually gone through with the drifter, I would have hit that tree. So here I just, instead of losing the entire run, I just lost some time. Okay, so I'm gonna brake now, and now we can actually go around, hopefully. .151.9. I think, yeah, that's the quickest time now. Very close to the second place, which was the Boulder T2 Dakar Victory Edition. So that one. Next up is the Jeep Gladiator. The thing is, if I crash, I can't set a time right. So if I crash a lot, that probably means that there's something not quite ideal with the truck. Good old V8 in this Jeep. This feels grippier than all the ones that went before. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but didn't get upset by that at all, even though it is quite low to the ground. How much power does this have? .155.4. How should we know? I don't know. The creator of it might know. So 155.4 is a respectable time. This one actually felt good. Let me tell you, this one felt good to drive. I don't know why it's not higher up there. The one thing it could be is potentially it might be a little bit down on power. It didn't feel slow, but I don't know. Then again, the Logoris truck didn't feel as fast as it ended up being. No, here's the thing. To keep things fair, since I've already done some of the cars that had 2 locking diffs, and I don't want to do them again. Whichever diffs can be locked will be locked. Is the approach here? Oh, I was just sleeping there. It seems. This handles beautifully if you couldn't see that. Yeah, it's good. Oh no. And now there's this corner. Uh, 154.4. Good time. In fact, second best time so far. Actually, third best time. Third best, yeah. Good. Very good. And then we have this, and then has anyone checked the first part of the stream to see whether the Challenger Spearhead or the Durant was the one that's the 2009 model year? Anyone checked? Yeah, first try. It handled well. That's why. The Challenger is the 2009. Thank you. So that one must be disqualified. Oh, V6. Torquey. But this is a very wide car. As I was expecting most trucks to be. Feels very solid, very planted. And now the BeamNG tires are doing their thing again. Come on, go around. Too bad automation doesn't have any sort of, you know, off-road race tire available. I know that, you know, we're not supposed to have them anyway, because automation isn't a racing. Well, automation isn't a game where you build race cars, the devs have repeatedly said, but at the same time, we got semi-slicks. Anyway, 154.8, fourth place so far, good result. Felt solid and torquey, and I like it. So last up is going to be the Durant. It looks the part, certainly. Mediums are pretty good on dirt. Never tried that, actually. Never thought that would actually work. But yeah, obviously in Forza Horizon 4 you get, or other Forza games, you get off-road race tires as well as an option. Ah, just... Whoa, okay, there... I don't know, is the suspension very stiff on this, or why was it bouncing around so wildly there? Now I'm gonna pick the top 3 cars after the timed race, because there's only 9 entries. Top 5 wouldn't really mean that much. The top 3 cars are gonna be driven on an off-road course without racing against the clock. So I'm gonna take them probably on the automation rally course and just drive them around, see what's what, which one I like best, and then I'm gonna determine a winner. Yeah, if this bounces around too much, I think it's too stiff. Yeah, we gotta deflate a tire. We gotta do this again. Yeah, this doesn't feel particularly quick. And it's too stiff, so... Oh, come on. At some point you gotta brake for this corner. I'm just gonna finish here now. This wasn't gonna set any records anyway. And how can I know? Just looking at the split times. So, even with that, and you saw what happened there, this still did a 157.7. So all cars here did this course in less than 2 minutes, which is very respectable, I have to say. The top 3 cars are going to be the Logoris truck, the Boulder T2 Dakar, and the UAZ. I'm going to take these, go into free roam, onto the automation test track, onto the rally track, and determine a winner. Now, what was I going to say? The time difference between first and second place was actually fairly small. So if I like one substantially better here, which I will have to see if that's going to be the case, but if I like one of these substantially better than the others, then it's going to be the winner. So this is not against the time now. By the way, one more thing I wanted to say. I was trying to get rid of some of these, but this doesn't work anymore. For some reason, ever since an update or two in Beam, I can't remove installed mods anymore. Anyone know the solution to that? So first things first, third place was, I think, the UAZ. Ah, okay, I did messed that up. So this was about 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds, I think, behind second place. It drives beautifully here. It's so smooth in the drifts. Not very smooth in the rear suspension though, apparently. Will it take them on proper off-roading or maybe towing? Because these are the things for what pickups are made for. Dude, I just did. I just raced all of them on a on a dirt stage on Jungle Rock Island. Now it's time to determine a winner based on how they feel. Obviously, only the top 3 are qualified, and I'm gonna choose a winner out of the top 3. out of the top 3 performing ones. This doesn't actually have any diffs to lock. This is not as smooth here. It is it encourages a more like a cleaner driving style. You can get it to rotate or braking heavily into a corner, but it doesn't really like doing it. It feels way more powerful though. I don't know, I like this one a lot on the in the actual race against the clock. Rides well too. You know, not... Here's the thing. The UAZ was smoother and was much easier to drift than the Boulder, but this just feels more... This inspires a cleaner way of driving, and obviously when it depends on what you want. If you want to just mess around, then okay, then the UAZ is better. But if you wanna go faster, then this is better, as we've seen. The UAZ was more fun, but it was also 2.3 seconds slower than that. So it's not... The difference in how fun they is not as large as the difference in time. So let's see what the Logoris is like when you're just messing around. This feels very smooth, but also very planet at the same time. The automatic transmission is really killing some of the fun here, though, because you're constantly at redline when drifting, and the gear ratios is so short that the gear ratios are so short that you really want the gearbox to shift, and instead it just keeps bouncing off the redline. When if it would just shift, not only would you be going faster, but the slide angle would increase too. But this overall is still a very, very nice driving truck. You can always go back to automation and adjust the gear ratio slightly. I don't think it would change the performance too much. And as far as the overall handling and maneuverability of this truck goes, you wouldn't think it, but with how large this truck is, it's actually fairly agile and grippy. And I guess that's part of the reason why it won the race against the clock. And most fun to drive was the UAZ out of the three, but again, the difference in fun wasn't as large as the difference in time. And for that reason, the Logoris truck is the winner of this 2008 Offroad Truck Challenge. Logoris, I will contact you probably tomorrow on Discord, and for a surprise. That's it for this challenge, though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. By the way, the stream quality looks terrible again, and this time I don't even have an answer for that. But anyway, I will also make another challenge, potentially upload that tomorrow. Can't promise it, but I might upload that tomorrow. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a good time. See you next time. Bye bye.